Jawohl, hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Let's Play I Am Setsuna auf dem PC. In der letzten Folge haben wir ja hier in diesem Dorf aufgehört. Ich habe schon wieder den Namen vergessen. Komischerweise kann ich mir den Namen der Partymitglieder merken, aber nicht einen Namen, wo wir sind. Also einen Ort, wo wir mal waren. Auf jeden Fall ist die Turner wieder zu uns gestoßen und Nidre hat die exakte Frage. So, what's exactly going on? Du hast dich vor unseren Augen aufgelöst. Come, you got some explaining to do. Nidre, stop. Eterna isn't our enemy. How sure about are you exactly? What do you think, Endir? Why did you disappear? Das interessiert mich mehr. Well, that took me by surprise too. But I can't tell you why it happened yet. For your sake and for my own. You really accept us to trust you after a half-cocked answer like that? I trust you. Ich würde dir auch vertrauen. Ich meine, sie hat uns so viel geholfen. Sie hatte Konfliktpotenzial mit Endir, weil er Setsuna killen wollte. Von daher würde ich behaupten, sie hebt keine bösen Absichten. Welcome back, Eterna. Habe ich jetzt irgendwie aus dem Spiel geklickt, oder? Achso, falsche Taste, natürlich. Dreieck statt X. Setsuna. I swear that I will take you to the last lands. I swear it, no matter what happens. I know. I've known all along. Phew. Well, this whole thing sure is a big mystery, but you ain't lying. You can't tell me much, and so can Endir. I've trusted you all along anyway. Thank you, everyone. Da ist er, Lilas, genau. I heard you were here from one of the nights, thank goodness. Thank you so much, I have not been outside in a long time. Oh, you're a childhood friend, ain't ya? We've taken care of most of the monsters near here. You shouldn't have to live in fear anymore, for the monster at least. And we'll find Julian too, I promise. Thank you, I'm counting on you. By the way, your ancestors must have had something to do with the royal family too, right? Well, sort of, but there's something we want to ask you then. Tell us about the royal crest. What do you think about airships? What do you know about airships? Erzähl uns mal was über die Dings. The royal crest? I do not know much about it, but I have heard that long ago the crest possesses are sacred powers. There are some ruins that have the crest engraved, and their entrance. Do you know how we can get inside? I have heard a tale of a hidden place that is somehow connected to the royal family. Do you know how to get inside? That I do. It is spoken in the legend passed down in our village. Really? However, I do not think it will be possible now. Why not? Because the seal at the gate can only be opened by one with royal blood. Royal blood, huh? We'll get in without royal blood. Wir brauchen unbedingt Julianne. What happened to her anyway? You said something about finding her. After you disappeared, she went off somewhere too. Anyway, looks like we're not getting anywhere until we find Julianne. Julianne, where are you? Das brauchst du nicht in die Leere rufen. But how are we gonna go about looking for her? We don't have the slightest idea where to start. Let's just go and check on those children again instead. Kier? I feel sorry for them being stuck inside all this time. You've grown up a lot since I last saw you, Kier. You think? I don't think I'm any different. I agree with Kier. Come on. Let's head back to where those children were. Okay. Wir haben jetzt eine super Gruppe wieder. Oh, ich freue mich, dass Eterna wieder da ist. Ich muss sagen, vom Charakter her, auch wenn Eterna jetzt gerade ein bisschen so, naja, auf Mysterious tut, aber vom Charakter her finde ich den Charakter super gemacht. Ich wollte noch einen Dings haben. Ein Ether. Wir müssen die Gruppe jetzt nicht unbedingt voll heilen, aber dass zumindest alles im grünen Bereich ist. Dann würde ich gerne einmal runter zu dem magischen Kompendium-Menschen, der hier bei der Sauna ist. Plot Twist, Julianne ist in der Sauna. Man klopft an, bevor man reinkommt. So. Plot Twist. Moment. Das sehe ich jetzt auch erst. Guck mal, das Boot schlägt so leichte Wellen. Das ist, ich sage ja, Details stehe ich drauf. So, dann gehen wir mal zu den Kindern rein. Jetzt kommt Julianne ist bei den Kindern. Nee, doch nicht. Ach, Moment, hier war ja das ältere Pärchen, genau. Ich erinnere mich. Wo kriegen wir denn jetzt royales Blut her? Woher nehmen, wenn nicht stehlen, ne? Hätten wir einen Vampir in der Gruppe, wäre das alles kein Problem. Warte mal, Eterna, du hast mal starke magische Fähigkeiten, du wurdest wegteleportiert. Zeig mal deine Beißerchen. Ich glaube nicht, dass Eterna ein Vampir ist. Muss ich jetzt Castlevania spielen, um an Draculas Blut zu kommen? Nee, halt. Um an Draculas Gebiss zu kommen, um es mir einzusetzen, um dann Blut von einem Royalen zu bekommen. So, jetzt macht es Sinn. Look, it's the prince's friend. Is the princess back yet? Sorry, not yet. Oh well, we'll just wait here and sing. The princess forked us this song, you know. Oh, Julienne did she? That's right, the princess is great at singing. Will you sing it for me then? Sure, 1, 2, 3. Lass mich rein, wir müssen diesen Song singen. Das kam unerwartet. Snow, Snow, tell me, Snow, the bird in the valley, well, and will she fly, or return to the royal gate, or to soar over the sky? Snow, Snow, or falling snow. Auf einmal auf Japanisch gesungen. Ich muss sagen, es ist auf einmal ganz kalt in diesem Raum geworden. Or to return to the time. This song. It just... There's something about it. Das stimmt. Yeah, I agree. Something about it? Which part? Oh, to soar over the sky, the bird in the valley. Yes, I think so too. If the valley in this song is Magna Valley, then maybe... There's something about that line, the bird in the valley. Maybe it's significant something else. Something else that flies through the sky like a bird. An airship! I do get the feeling that song has something to do with all of this. But even if it does, I don't see how us analyzing a children rhyme is gonna help anything. Let's ask the aspiring researcher. Genau. Yes, right, there might be some sort of record of it in an old document or something. The more information we have about the Royal Valley, the better. Let's go! Pay the aspiring researcher visit. Das ist wahr. Kriegen wir jetzt auch die... Also ich muss ganz ehrlich sagen, dass das auf einmal gesungen wird, da habe ich nicht mit gerechnet. Das hat mich gerade... Wie gut, dass ich keine Facecam anhabe, ansonsten wäre die Kinnlade schon... Ja, die wäre eigentlich schon auf den Stuhl gefallen, gerade in dem Moment. Nee, er war ja nicht. Er war ganz am Anfang vom Dorf. Er war ganz am Anfang vom Dorf. Sowas sollte ich vielleicht mal mit Facecam aufnehmen. So, da wäre die Kinnlade aber wirklich so... Und es wurde kälter in diesem Raum. Ja, ja. Das ist nicht Gänsehaut, weil es so schön gesungen war. Nein, nein. Hallo. Excuse me, we want to ask you about the nursery rhyme. A nursery rhyme? Oh, that one the children always sing, you mean? The song's lyrics are said to show its writer's nostalgia for the royal capital. Their desire to one day fly across the sky and return there. So it isn't about a bird after all? But even if that's the case, flying back across the sky is impossible for humans. Yeah, so it's a sad song because it isn't impossible. So it's like they at least want their fox to return to their homeland. But the words of the song, the birds in the valley, when will she fly? Don't you think it's like there's a sense of hope behind those words? A sense of waiting for something. Da ist ein Luftschiff! There's one other thing that can fly. You certainly could take the words to mean that, couldn't you? You don't mean an airship? It's certainly not impossible. Legend has it that back at the time of the kingdom's fall, By chance, the Queen and a select few of the retainers were away on the royal airship and thus survived. You don't think they could have hidden the airship in the ruins inside Magna Valley, do you? Maybe so that they wouldn't be pursued by the foe who destroyed their kingdom. So what do you think? There's no way of singing for certain, but personally, I'd say there's definitely a very good possibility that's the case. So there isn't just Sprint Knight in the ruins. There's a whole airship, and a royal one too. Akash blow his top off his head. To blow his top if he heard this. All I'm saying is that it's possible. I've known that nursery rhyme since I was a little boy, so it never occurred to me before. And of course, until this special distortation disappeared, we weren't even able to get the Magna Valley. So we need to find Julian and get inside the ruins. Then, once we find the royal airship, then we'll be able to cross the vanished lands. Alright, things are looking up. But it was Julian who chose to stay away from us. And in this state, she was in. We can worry about her later. I'll make her do what I say. Don't be ridiculous. She'll kill you. Her magic energy is off the scale. You won't need to do that. Julian will come back to us. She's one of us, and she means the world to all the people of the village too. So first, we need to find Julian. Right, we can't do anything else until we do. Come on, let's go and look for Julian. Oh, the way we can go tell old man Akash about all the royal airship. Okay, heißt also erst zu Akash, dann Julien suchen, dann... Ah! Das wird ja noch kompliziert. Ja Mensch, da kommt doch Akash schon reingelaufen. Wir müssen gar nicht Akash suchen. Akash and all the knights. Ah, you are here. What happened? Looks like someone of your knights are injured. We have been in hell back. And all because of that Julien. Shit. Sir, kindly hold your tongue. Where's Julien? I'm afraid I cannot tell you that. Given the circumstances, I'd say this was an emergency, wouldn't you? You didn't stand a chance by yourself, right? If you don't let us help, the situation only going to get worse. Now Maki Turner, sie bringt's auf den Punkt. Please tell us, we might be able to help. With this spatial disorientation gone, we were on guard against monsters invalid from other regions. I led your troops into Magna Valley and it was there that we found Lady Julienne. Or what's remaining of her. Is Julienne safe? No, I'm afraid she is not what you would call safe. Her Highness is no longer Her Highness. Upon noticing us, she suddenly rose to her feet and attacked us. Cloaking in a sinister aura, she seemed more monster than human, Julienne. And so, left with no other alternative, we used a restraining spell to contain her there. However, its effect shall not last long. Her Highness, Lady Julienne, is in great pain. Her incredible magical energy has something to do with what's happening to her, doesn't it? Don't you want to save her? How can you say such a thing? Of course I wish to save her. Then tell us everything before it's too late. Nah. We have already done everything that we can. Very well, I shall tell you. Most likely, it is due to the blood of a monster. Huh? Lady Julienne consumed the blood of a monster. Why isn't monster blood highly poisonous? Indeed it is. Most humans will die instantly if they consumed it. But in some rare cases, there are those to whom it instead grants great power and life force. Her Highness is one such example. A long time ago, when out slaying monsters, Her Highness was left stranded by an avalanche. Weird. It was to rescue a knight who didn't get away in time, right? Indeed. Her Highness was left teetering on the very edge of life and death. In order to survive, she had no choice but to consume the blood of a monster. It was because of her fierce will, her undying determination to see her kingdom restored. Yeah, alright, we get the picture, so... It's the effect of the monster blood. That's what given her that superhuman magical energy. Her Highness survived and returned to the village. We all rejoiced her, of course. However, in exchange for that incredible magical energy, the monster blood began to transform her into a monster herself. Her Highness' mental state has become progressively worse. An accusation her mental disorientation caused her to show extreme cruelty and ruthlessness. I fear Her Highness may never return to her former self, and so I have prepared myself to die together with her. I shall continue my service to her in the afterlife. No one's dying just yet, old man. Right now, we need to help Julian. Also, dass Niedere mal die Gelegenheit hat, jemanden Old Man zu nennen, ne? Don't worry, we'll get Julian back to her old self. When I think of Her Highness' pain, Du was? Okay. Seeing as you told him we were going to save her, I take it if you got some part. Come on, what else could I say, given the circumstances? Exactly, anyway, we need to get Julian back to normal, no matter what. If we don't, we won't be able to enter the ruins. But if her transformation has already progressed this far, will there really be any way we can cure her? Find someone to cure her. Looks like we ain't got no other choice. It's easy enough to say that, but finding someone isn't going to be that simple. Treating a human who's turning into a monster isn't something just anyone can do, is it? What we need to do is find someone who can cure Julian. Easier said than done. We don't know anyone who's got at that sort of thing, do we? Yeah, we do! We know just the person, someone who specializes in healing magic. Sayagi! Also nochmal durch den Valley durch, in das andere Dorf, dann wieder zurück. Oh nö! That's right, Sayagi did call herself a healer after all. She already cured Julian once, too. Sayagi did help cure Julian before? Maybe it's worth talking to her. Come on, let's go back to Gatherington. Yeah! Hin und her laufen. Mann, das Spiel macht es mir nicht leicht. Mich zu entscheiden, ob ich es jetzt liebe oder hassen soll. Stellenweise liebe ich das Spiel wirklich. Stellenweise ist es einfach nur schön gemacht. Und ich muss sagen, wirklich ein schönes Spiel. Aber wenn ich dann so höre wie, ja, Hin- und Herlauf-Quest, denke ich mir nur so, nein! So, 2 davon habe ich noch. 2 davon habe ich noch. 7 davon. Oh, das haut rein. 2 davon. Auf jeden Fall der Notfälle 5 davon. So. Aber wir kriegen Julian wieder. Ich habe eine Lanze für sie gefunden. Die kann ich ja nicht umsonst haben. Zumal wir die noch nicht mal verkaufen können. Du hast wieder keine neuen Weapons. Okay. Hat sich in den Snow Chronicles was verändert? Sind wir schon in einem neuen Kapitel? Nee, noch nicht. Okay. Ist ja auch nicht schlimm. Dann würde ich allerdings sagen, da der letzte Part so ziemlich lang war, würde ich hier mal eine kleine Aufnahmepause machen. Also gleich, wenn wir hier draußen sind. Und würde behaupten, das war's dann von dieser Folge. Wir sehen uns dann hoffentlich in der nächsten Folge wieder. Bis dahin.